Here at BYU, Dave Rose has been coaching for longer than many students have even been alive. Peaks Ice Arena is home to the Peaks Figure Skating Club, UVU and BYU hockey teams, and many other recreational teams. Well, thinking of Tom Brady, Lindsay, does this look familiar right here? The Saints, they always rise to the occasion, especially when they're playing really good teams. Got to go with the legend of LeBron, and they're going to kill it again, like they always do. They had kind of
such a homer, Lindsay.
Yeah, I'm a homebody, you're right. With the battle for the NCAA championships tipping off across the nation yesterday, fans all around Utah are getting into the excitement. The atmosphere was so intense, and you can tell that the team was just super pumped to be playing in front of their home crowd. Number 22 ranked BYU men's tennis earned their highest national ranking since 1985.
A BYU team is flipping their way to nationals and making quite the splash. Sportsline reporter Lindsey Carroll caught up with this BYU team. What exactly are they up to, Lindsay?
Wow, this team is insane. They wanted me to get up there and dive with them, and my fair pints would not let me do that. But I did manage to get an in-depth look into the splash that BYU dive team is making. Climbing their way to the top is something these BYU Cougars have been doing for their whole lives. But they really make a splash with their jump back to the bottom.
And you just feel it as you go in the water, you know that you hit the dive.
Morgan Mello has been diving since she was just 6 years old, fulfilling her dream to dive for BYU and pushing herself to overcome her fears, especially of the high platform. Athletes dive from 1 and 3 meter springboards and also make their way up to the 5, 7, and 10 meter platforms. To put it in perspective, jumping off a 10 meter platform is roughly like jumping off the 3rd floor of a small building. Meets consist of 6 dives, with the dives assigned point values based on their degree of difficulty. Each judge gives a score from 0 to 10, which are added together and multiplied by the degree of difficulty for the overall score.
It's like a very mental sport, like getting yourself to go after you belly flop. So if you can do that, you kind of get like a fearless mind, and you can dive.
For junior standout Nathan Gonzalez, the belly flops are part of what makes diving memorable.
They're like, oh, you're a diver, can I see a video? Oh yeah, I always pull out the best belly flops.
BYU consistently sends divers to the MPSF and Zone E National Diving Championships, with Gonzalez making it all the way to the NCAA Championship in his freshman year. The BYU dive team focuses on improvement, dedication, and camaraderie.
Be brave and be strong.
We're just one big family. We push each other to the limit.
The Cougars are actually competing in their final regular season meet right now in Colorado against teams including Boise State, Wyoming, and in-state rival Utah.
And Shannon definitely earned that crowd pleaser award. This week, Sportsline reporter Lindsey Carroll caught up with the powerhouse Cougar to find out how her performances are stealing hearts across the nation.
Yeah, Shannon Evans doesn't let expectations or pressure keep her from having the time of her life doing the sport she loves. And this season, 2 of her loves came together for what some might call a truly video game-changing routine.
I enjoy it. Like wholeheartedly, I love doing it. I love performing it. I'm in the moment, and I think that's why people like watching it too.
When Shannon Evans first stepped into a gym at just 2 years old, she probably never imagined she would ever gain national recognition in news outlets like Sports Illustrated.
I just remember loving it from the time I started.
While her natural talent certainly played a role in her gymnastics career and success at BYU, Shannon quickly points out that hard work, determination, and a healthy dose of fun made it all possible. Throughout the season, Shannon has collected many awards, including MRGC Gymnast of the Year, Bar Specialist of the Year, and Floor Co-Specialist of the Year, and recently became the first All-American for BYU Gymnastics in 14 years. And how did she do it?
It's been really tough to just get up, fall, fail, fall on your face, fall on your back, fall on your butt. It's just kind of like life slapping you in the face over and over again, but you choosing to get back up instead of like letting it put you on the ground. I've just been able to get knocked down a lot and take what the world has for me and what life has for me and stand up a little bit taller after.
And through learning to believe in herself and having the determination to achieve in gymnastics and in life, Shannon knows anything is possible if you're just willing to put in the work.
Success is in the cards for anyone and for everyone. Like, there's enough success to go around.
And Shannon will join the number 17 ranked Cougars today in Baton Rouge as they compete at the NCAA Regionals against Arkansas, number 11 Minnesota, and in-state rival number 6 University of Utah. Back to you.
Thanks, Lindsay.
Sportsline reporter Lindsey Carroll joins us today with an insight into a sport that's been gliding into hearts for over 100 years. Welcome, Lindsey.
Thanks, Michaela. Yeah, ice skating has been around for so long, and many people think that you have to practically do it before you even walk in order to be any good. But this week I found one college skater who is showing that you can follow your dreams no matter your age.
I love it. It's beautiful. It's just a beautiful sport.
Please welcome Katie Tuttle.
25-year-old Katie Tuttle doesn't let anything stop her from chasing, or rather, jumping after her dream. At the age of about 15, she took her first skating lesson, but never really committed to it, and by the age of 17, she had moved on. But all that changed after she took a college ice skating class last year, and despite being older than most of the skaters she trains with, now you just can't get her off the ice.
Being older, coming back like a year ago, it's been difficult because I actually train with younger kids that are like, the age range honestly could go down to 6 to 15, and then I'm just like this 25-year-old in the group. Over time, hopefully I'll be able to catch up to them, but it's going to take a lot of time for me. But it's worth it.
Figure skating requires flexibility, strength, and endurance, and Katie puts in countless hours both on and off the ice in order to improve. And while a lot of skaters would say their goal is the Olympics, Katie chooses to focus on her journey and not the final destination.
My dream is to get my axle, and I'm really close. Like a quarter rotation off, so I'm going to land it someday soon. I just want to see how far I can go and what I can do and what I can accomplish and just have fun doing it.
And Katie knows that just like doing anything in life, it's about pushing through and working hard.
If you don't try, then you've already failed. I find joy in it. Even though things are difficult, it's still worth it.
And ice skating is a sport that any age can try. Local ice rinks have beginning learn to skate programs to help people master the basics. And who knows, with a little perseverance, you and I might be able to get a new passion or even impress our next date at the rink.
Yeah, maybe. Thanks, Lindsey.